She just loves when I push the button. It's like, oh dear. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Mr. 2020.
I'm Victoria. Hello.
Today, guys, we're going to do part 2 of a super special show.
Breaking Beginner Blues, part 2.
Oh my God, she read the notes. I remembered her did something. She's always telling me things.
Right. So welcome to another exciting episode on the 21st of April here.
Whoa, look at that.
Go to freeneville.com.
Triple D people. Mike, Joy.
Subscribe to our 221 email list and you'll get an email every day until 20 or you die.
Yeah, man.
And
Triple D,
join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com, and for refunds go to feelitrealfun.com.
All right, so
yes,
happy birthday, Laurel, a few days late.
Yes, Laurel,
Boom.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Cool.
Now, guys,
yes.
Victoria, to recap, is going to read the initial thing. I'll ramble about some of the stuff we talked about yesterday, then we will dive in fast and furious both.
Fast and furious.
Oh my God.
So the initial
Triple
one
D
came
Joe.
from Mara. It's a question. I only recently discovered Neville Goddard. I've known about the law of attraction for a while now, but some aspects of it I didn't like. Then I discovered Neville Goddard's view on this, and I liked it very much. Do you have any advice for me as a beginner, how I can start to use his techniques?
All right, so the first thing we mentioned yesterday was walk away from anything that implies the powers outside of you. Okay, in other words, if you have to align with something to get what you want, that implies the powers outside of you. If you have to the powers outside of you, it's like they're saying, well, if you force it, it will happen, right? Endless affirmations, binaural beats, right? You didn't need none of that shit. Now, think of it this way, right? You didn't need a vision board with a binaural beat and a purple candle to what? To get into a fucked up condition. Just to be blunt, right? So you imagine something, right? You imagine something that got you making 10 grand a year. All right? You didn't use a vision board to make 10 grand a year, right? If you want to triple your income, you change what you're imagining. You don't go, right, I'll add in a vision board. You get it?
Yeah.
Don't add in stuff. Yeah. So we started with all that. We talked about philosophy driving technology, which is, again, really important. Again, it's the truth about you that sets you free. It's the obvious truth about you that you get when you play with the tools and with the tools only, because you'll discover you've been doing this all along.
Yes.
And you've done it for 10 grand. You've done it to be lonely, fat, and miserable. You can do it to get rid of the loogie and get a soulmate and triple your income for fun and profit.
Yeah, so we had 3 strawberry bits on yesterday's show.
Oh, my God. Do you remember what they were?
I remember, so let me say the last 2, because I remember them right now.
Do it from the bottom
You've been feeling it real all along.
Yep, you can't quit.
You're not a beginner at this.
And you're not a beginner
because
at this.
You've been feeling it real all along.
Now, you might be beginning to explore it. You might be beginning to do it intentionally, knowingly, lovingly, instead of just doing it recklessly, negligently.
Negligently.
That's right.
And the 3rd strawberry bit was...
Oh, the first one.
Only use Neville Goddard's tools in the NevilleGoddardToolBox.com.
Because that's how you discover the truth about you. Again, if you're blaming it on 5x55 or purple underuse or candles or rocks in the sky, the loogie. Oh, it's all around you, Joe. The loogie is everywhere. The loogie is watching. The loogie is just... It's the crown.
Is that like a clammy? A loogie?
Oh,
something like that.
Don't know. Anyway. So, Victoria.
Yes.
Today we're going to dive into Neville's I Remember When method, because so many people screw this up, right? And we're going to show you how to do it right, because you know what? It actually works easily, quickly, all the time.
So part 1 we did Congratulatory Conversations. That was yesterday's one.
Why did we do that?
Why did we do it? Yeah. And why did we do it first?
Because people all the time, you know what they're doing? They're in there, they're having critical conversations. Oh, I wonder what Victoria will say or think.
Yes.
Right? Versus right, I'm imagining that she's happy. Right? Happy for me. That makes me happy that she's happy for me. Oh, my God. Right?
Yeah.
Boom. Easy, fun, done.
That was yesterday.
Today.
Let's dive in. I remember when. And I've got a few quotes here.
Boom.
I tell it to you now in the hope that you will put yourself in an I remember when mood.
Why would I start with that? Put yourself in an I remember when mood. All right. Good, Victoria.
And trust your memory.
Oh.
Because memory is your own wonderful human imagination, the one and only creative power of God. Scripture calls Jesus Christ.
All right. So I worked in a nursing home. Everyone write that down wherever you are. The YouTubes, the refunds, the right nows, the sooner or later. Triple D John Mans. Ready? You know what? I remember when I was younger and able to be happy, and I remember when I was in the war. It was such good fun. I remember, that young Missy. What was her name?
Young Missy.
Yep, Nellie. I had the hots for Nellie. Right? Nobody in the last 30 years has had hots for someone named Nellie. But let's just be... I remember whenever I... but not anymore. Right? Sorry, Victoria. Continue. All right, nursing home.
Start now to remember when your friend wasn't well by imagining he is healthy. Remember when your daughter was single by remembering or imagining she is married.
Right, now get this. He's not saying to walk around going, I remember when you was single, I remember when you was single, I remember when you was single, I remember when you was single. Okay, you remember when she was single by imagining her married, by having being single be a memory. I remember when, you know what, I remember when I was in pain. I remember when I was broke. And it's not the words, you get it? I remember when, and here's the big key. Ready? When I worked in the neighborhood of make-believe.
It's like someone's crying, but yeah. I'll go check.
Go check on that. All right, so it's like when I worked in the nursing home and Mabel exploded all over the place, right? And I had a choice. I mean, I could have a really rough day, or you know what? I could remember when, while cleaning up Mabel and the mess, that I remember when I had to do this. I remember like it really was tough, right? Just remembering when, feeling it in the past, lets you let go of it, right? So if you want to be married and you're single, you explore what's it like to, I remember when I was single. How does that feel? Again, it ain't the words, right? It's the feeling. And that's what you want to nail, right? Joe says, you mean Emmett's still a whiny little bitch?
Yeah, he's crying because...
Is he stuck?
He's not stuck. Bruce is up on the couch on the inside outside, lying in the sun, and Emmett's on the ground. Like, there's loads of space for him.
But he won't let him up?
I know, but he's just crying at Bruce. Right, sorry.
Typical day in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this is where you want to play with I remember when. So
I've got the third quote.
You do the
there.
third quote, Victoria.
Yes.
All right, we'll bring you back to the show.
If you can remember it, you are no longer in it.
Right.
That's
I remember
cool.
when I used to feel good. Right. Remember, part of the show today and yesterday is you're not a beginner. You've never been a beginner. And you can watch people all the time. It's like, I remember whenever we were happy together. Right.
Yeah, and me.
You get it?
God.
Right? You don't do that.
Instead, you are becoming aware of your new state as a present objective fact. And if you will remain faithful to your new awareness, it will crystallize. You will find yourself moving across a series of events which will lead you to the fulfillment of your desired state. How it will come about, I do not know. I only know it will unfold.
All right, so we're going to talk bonus bits. Everybody type in bonus bits wherever you are. Bonus bits.
All right. So we're not to
bonus
strawberry
bits
bits yet. We're just up to bonus bits.
We're up to the bonus bits. Bonus bits. Type it in, because I'm not going to continue until somebody does.
Right, we're waiting
Jenny,
for bonus bits.
Welcome to the show. Somebody type in bonus bits.
Right, we're still waiting.
All right, Triple D Tommy. Chris,
Yeah,
Triple
Chris,
D
you're
Chris.
the lifesaver.
Thank you.
Cool.
MM Oliver, thank you. We've got some compliant MM Angela. Thank you. All right. Look at Kim. Thank you. Oh my
Cool.
God. So Triple D Dave is putting in his best bits, or strawberry bits so far. I got an email from you I got to reply to. Really cool, man. Thank you. All right, so ready? You will find yourself moving across a series of events which will lead you to the fulfillment of your desired state. In other words, life is going to happen. You'll do some things will happen. Oh, that poor fucking dog. I can hear him out there. Oh, please, Bruce, let me up.
No.
Please.
There's loads of room for him. He's just being a dick. All right.
Unbelievable. Right?
Yes.
So here's the thing. Ready? Life happens. You will do things. Things will happen. Neville says if you go to do something, do nothing on freeneville.com, Neville says all that you do and all that befalls you. You won't be sitting around going, I have just received inspired action. No, you'll find yourself doing things.
Yeah.
Right? I imagine worldwide impact. I found myself chain smoking and typing a lot. Right? That was the foundation behind all this. Right? D, Carlene, bonus bits. Oh, yeah.
Bonus bits.
Laurel says, what the hell are strawberry bits? You haven't
Oh, wow.
been showing
You haven't
up,
been on a show
right?
for a while, Lauren.
We're going to embarrass you. So stick around. We'll embarrass you some more. Right? So, you get it? This isn't about I'm creating it. I'm creating my own universe. Right? Neville says creation is finished and that you give life to dead states. Check out the lectures Creation, Faith, and Power, both at freeneville.com. Right? You aren't giving life to your... I'm creating my own universe. We all create our own universe. That's why I can make the bitch die and him come back to me. Right? Seriously. People make these comments on Facebook. I think they're nuttier than fruitcakes. Right? Because I tell them, this is really... so I can make you mine. They go... right? Get, or at least all your money and your sister. Right? Crazy. Versus, check out Creation, Faith. Neville says creation is finished. Right? Faith is loyalty to the unseen state. That's how you give life to dead states. And then dive into the lecture Power if you want to dive into those. But again, notice what Neville says. It will crystallize. You will find yourself moving across a series of events. Right? And it's the coolest thing because looking back, you'll see, oh, this is how it all worked out together. But while it's happening, you're not going to be going, there's a sign, there's a bimmer. I imagined getting a bimmer and I saw a bimmer. Well, I imagined getting a bimmer and I saw a car with 4 wheels. Well, I imagined getting a bimmer and well, fuck, man, there's a hubcap up on the road. It's a sign.
As well.
Right? Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, Ring of Fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, down, down. Flames went higher. By the way, that's the song you want to sing when you're a guy. And you walk in, and there's 7 urinals, right?
Yes.
And there's one person in there. And you walk up, and you normally, based on the science of proximity, proxemics, right? Yeah, men stagger out. But whenever you walk in and there's 7 urinals, and there's one guy, and you stand next to him, and you start going,
Ring of Fire.
And it burns, 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 that ring of fire. How you doing?
Oh.
I remember when I wasn't freaked out by that guy. Anyway.
Cool.
Boom.
So that was our
All right,
bonus.
so that was the bonus bit. Ready? You will participate in it in one way or the other. Right? And anyone that says hide under your bed, don't do nothing. Neville said do nothing, never do nothing. Well, Neville imagined preaching. Neville imagined sharing the word. He didn't hide under his bed. Imagine that. I mean, I'm Neville Goddard. I'm hiding under my bed with a recorder. Right? How'd that work? Oh, no, I shouldn't even do that. I'm Neville Goddard. I'm hiding in my bed without a recorder. But you're all listening to me. Right. Anyway. So, I remember when. Victoria, do you want to bring it back to this?
Just said it was worth waking up. And I could just
2
imagine,
a.m.
because
for you.
actually everyone...
No,
Alice wakes up at 2 a.m. She sets the alarm clock to wake up,
and
to watch
this.
us, and then I'm assuming you go back to sleep. And I can imagine the dreams you must have after Ring of Fire and all of that. Okay.
Oh,
so, you've given this back to me, but I guess that's sort of it.
That's sort of it.
That is sort of it.
All right,
for
so
today's show.
Get the basics right. Notice the foundations that we've talked about. Again, you're the power, right? Yeah, on the foundational premises, I mean, these are pretty darn simple. Again, awareness of being as God, consciousness is the only reality. If you skip those, it's like, wow. So what's God? Well, God's what I align to. So if I align, well, that's pretty much the same. If I get closer to, it's pretty much the same, right? If I align to and get closer to God and my wish fulfilled, well, what if God and my wish fulfilled don't line up? Just gets nuts, right?
Yeah.
Versus, right, you remember when she was single by what? Right. I remember when she was single. I remember when she was
By
single.
imagining her married.
Oh, well, okay.
Is that
Cool.
what?
Yeah, you actually got it right. Cool.
I'm sorry, I was wondering if you were asking for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of suddenly got, because I could say, Mara, I actually feel quite like a beginner in a way, because I haven't read a lot of Neville's lectures, and whenever I do read one, I absolutely love them. But there's also this thing called life, so I don't have a lot of time to sort of read lectures. But I suddenly got with like the I remember when and with revision, how much is reliant on memory, and how
Totally.
we are,
Hey, buddy.
every single time we remember an event, even without using revision, it is a revision, because we will only remember what we filter out, what we prune out, do you know what I mean? And decide that's what I'm remembering about this event, good or bad. So I suddenly got how, with I remember when and revision.
No, watch why we're doing revision tomorrow, because notice how it's leading right into it?
Yeah.
You got it? Boom.
Yeah.
Kiss your son on the cheek and he has no beard.
No
I
idea.
don't know what that means, Joe Walton.
So now this is where I'm going to ask Laurel.
Alrighty, guys.
No.
Everybody.
I'm asking everyone.
Everybody.
What was your strawberry bit?
What was your strawberry bit? So
And I'll tell Laurel.
No,
what?
let's not tell her what it is. Let's tell her what ours are, so she can
okay.
extrapolate it out.
Well, that was probably my strawberry bit. Not probably. It was my strawberry bit. Suddenly getting how much of, because we all have history, how much of Neville's tools are around memory.
Totally.
And I remember when and revising, which we'll do tomorrow. But yeah, so that for me is my strawberry bit.
And literally yesterday's a congratulatory conversation. Yeah, notice those two feel like present memories, right? Got it? So my strawberry bit, Victoria,
Yes.
was again having fun, getting it done, sharing some good stuff, having you guys show up. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
we've got so many MM and Triple D people
Thank you,
here.
guys.
Cool. Like the one part of the message, is no one's a beginner at this. You've been doing it all along. But instead of doing it recklessly and negligently,
Yes.
you can do it intentionally, knowingly, lovingly, right? Systematically. And like if you go back to 1948, Neville put it all right there. But he continued to explore, he continued to explain, he continued to find new ways to share it, right?
Yeah.
And that's all we're doing. Instead of talking from a stage, which would bore me to tears, I'd have to leave the house, we do this, right? Pretty darn cool. And we continue to explore and share. And that's the thing, guys. The more you explore, the more, we're more tour guides than anything else. Hey, take a look at this. Go check that out,
Yeah.
Boom. All right, Triple D Lee and...
Loads of strawberry bits showing up. Thank you guys.
And
I just want to say also, LS, yes, the chicken's fine. I didn't put it on before the show today.
Oh my God, today we're going to
I
have...
couldn't believe that.
If you guys...
The watch party yesterday.
That was
and I'm sitting
fabulous.
here and all of a sudden it's like, the chicken! God. But it was fine.
Yep.
I ate it.
It was fine, they ate it.
We will do a nice batch today for them. Cool.
All right.
Sorry, babe, I interrupted
Oh, that was
you,
perfect.
but I just wanted to let her know that, yes, I'd seen her message.
Cool.
All right.
To me, that's half the fun. For the people that say you guys interface too much with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just call you guys the dreadful data sorters, right? Everything should be organized. You should be straight to the point.
All of this
right? It's
strawberry
like,
bit
yep,
was ringing
I just
fire.
had sex. It was great. And, not foreplay and afterglow. It's no fun. Anyway. But why strawberry? Not telling Laurel. Not going to tell.
You have to Google that on feelitrealfun.com. I'm
That's
pretty
right.
sure up there
She'll find
we
it somewhere.
dedicated a little snip to explain what a strawberry bit is.
That's right. Or you can
Cool.
ask people like Joe Weldon.
That's right,
and
Leanne
Leanne
Miles.
and Matthew.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
Okay.
All right, so
go to freeneville.com.
Yep. Pseudo random goodness.
Every
right?
day.
Freebie. It's just a
Yes.
commitment to doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Seriously. Like one
All you
email.
got to do is read it.
Yeah, I send out one email a day, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I
And you do
never
a few
mind.
podcasts a day as well, which are ace.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yesterday I didn't do none. Bum, 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 bum.
join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. That's systematic. It's lots of fun. It's 90 cool experiences set up in a very specific order in a very specific way, but it's a lot of fun. 15, 25 minutes total a day. I know some people tell me, well, after the loogie's over, I'll have less time, so I'll do it then because I know I will have survived. Me and Monica.
Right.
All right. Seriously, the amount of weird-ass logic people go through to stay slow, stay stuck. There was somebody in another group saying, well, you don't need nothing from the outside. You don't need manifesting mastery. All you need is Neville's works. So I just want to write back. Aren't they on the outside? Right? Like, what's...
Right back what?
Yeah, aren't they on the outside? Like, you don't need nothing on the outside to help you. So you're going to tell them to read Neville's works. Meanwhile, if you honestly got that he didn't need nothing from the outside, why didn't you play the game called Shut the Fuck Up? Because obviously you think he needs to hear from you. Right? So I'm just offering manifestingmasterycourse.com for fun. I mean, it works, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of success stories.
Yes.
Meanwhile, somebody out there doesn't realize they're going, you need nothing from the outside. All you need is Neville's works. And I'm telling you, you need nothing from the outside. So you just gave them two things from the outside. Your asshole opinion.
Your asshole opinion.
All right.
Okay. Obviously went
I'm
down well,
serious.
Dave.
I'm just entertained by it all because it's like when someone says, I'm telling you, you need nothing from the outside. Listen to me. Really? How German are you? Right? And by the way, I love Germans. I am German. Right?
You are.
But it's like, really? Yeah. We must be tolerant. We do not tolerate people who are not tolerant. Right? I once taught in a church that said that when I got there. Are you tolerant? Tolerant of what? Well, we want to know, are you tolerant? Yes, I'm tolerant. Why do you ask? Because we are not tolerant of intolerant people. You have no idea how much fun I'm going to have today.
You going to get up?
And for the refunds,
where's that, Bruce?
go to feelitrealfun.com. That's where all of our videos are, or at least some of them.
Yeah.
Brucey,
here's
Uncle
Dad.
Joe. Hey.
Yeah, Uncle Joe's there.
Oh, Kizzy.
It's Dad.
I just love my dad.
Oh.
I love
That's
you, Bruce.
for you, Joe.
I love you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Did you keep Emmett off?
Okay, you guys.
Have a lovely day, everyone.
And we catch part 3 tomorrow.
Part 3 tomorrow.
Beginner blues.
Oh, look at that. I need nothing from the outside. I'll just imagine being licked.
Oh,
Maybe just
you're such a
really
good
being
boy.
licked. That wouldn't be sticky.